think the weather today will just about sum up how everybody here feels, to be honest. We're watching the news again. It's absolutely unbelievable now to me. You know, it's gone. We must be the laughing stock of the world. So basically what we got now is a situation where a guy who was on television and who has stated all sorts of stuff against the state and against this and against that, and I'm jihadi this and I'm jihadi that, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do the other. This guy couldn't be any further on the radar if he tried. It is the radar. Absolutely, shockingly unbelievable that this guy would then, you know, the police would go, he's all right. No, he's all right. Don't worry about him. He's okay. He doesn't pose a threat. Doesn't pose a threat. He's actually stated and quoted in public on television behind a black flag his intent, and he's not a threat. No. Don't worry about that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm talking absolute poppycock, but I think it's time that we change the laws to encompass what's going on. People keep saying you can't do that. We've not got nothing to arrest them for. Well, then make that an offence that puts you behind bars and gets you off the streets. Because that, I'm afraid, is if it's not treason, it's verging on treason. Shockingly unbelievable, you know. And I was talking about this to a friend of mine last night, and I was saying, you know, your granddad and your forefathers fought all these wars, you know, World War II. Did they stop to get some more votes? Did Churchill just put the flag down and go, no, it's voting time. No, we can't do anything about it now. We've got to get the votes in. No. The whole country stood behind him. The whole country fought and lost thousands, hundreds of thousands of brave men, so that the future could be handed over to us, their children, okay, intact, and so that we could progress the whole thing forwards. And that's the sad bit about this. This is our country. Okay, this is our country, no matter where you come from, and I don't care where you come from. I don't care what colour, creed, race, sexuality even you are. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters to me is that you're a good person, okay? And all that matters to me is that in 20 years' time, when my grandchildren grow up, they've got something, they inherit something for us, which is worth having. Because at the moment, we're taking their future and we're tipping it all over the floor. We're tipping it all over the floor, and worse than that, we're trampling on it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You could not make it up that a man would go on television, state his intent, tell the whole world what he feels, and the police would go, no, he's all right, don't worry about it, he's okay, take him off the list. Poor fella. No, he's no threat to us. I mean, come on, I'm not, you know, it ain't beyond anybody seeing all this sort of stuff now, is it? You know, we must all be smelling the same coffee beans now, surely. You know, it doesn't matter if you're liberal. I don't care if you're liberal. I like being nice to people and all, you know. I'd like a nice, peaceful world. But sometimes you've got to stand up for yourself and act. And sometimes you've actually got to do something. And I think, you know, unfortunately, we're in a situation now where we've had our backs put up against the wall. And there's two things you can do when your back's against the wall. You can either grovel on the floor until your face is stamped into it, or you can come out fighting. And I think, you know, I don't want to sound aggressive, I don't want to be scaring people and all that sort of stuff, but enough's enough. And you can blame it on the foreign policy, and you can blame it on this, and you can blame it on that, but it doesn't detract from the fact that there are people now in our country targeted. You know, what will it be? We're going to wait for them to walk into a school playground and smash that to pieces, or something hideous, God forbid. You know, are we just going to stand there and go, no, am I going to go on the television again in about, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks time and go, oh, that's terrible? Are you going to call another Cobra meeting and go, well, what shall we do about it this time? Let's just keep the people happy, sling a couple of VCPs in. No, let's all club together. Let's all club together, no matter what side you support, no matter who you want to win in the elections. Let's all club together and let's get something done about this, because it's, you know, it's not doing anybody any favours, is it? It's nasty, it's horrible, it's not good. You know, and like I say, this planet don't belong to us. We're here to safeguard it for our future and for our children and for generations to come. You know, so that they can forge ahead and make the world a better place and make it somewhere that people want to be. You know, and unfortunately these subversives, they don't want it to be like that. They want it for their own, you know, purposes. I can't, you know, for the life of me imagine why they would want it like that, but You know, that's what they're doing. They're dragging down normal society, normal people that want to do nice, good things and promote values and, you know, do the right thing. And they just want to smash it all up. And they just want to, you know, continue with this lunacy of, you know, whatever it is that, you know, their ideologies are. Which, to be honest, I can't see even remotely what religion it fits into. So, you know, it's extremist, all right, but it doesn't fit any religion I've ever seen. And I do understand a few religions. I've travelled a little bit. I've been to Gaza, I've been to the West Bank, I've been to Jerusalem, I've been all around the world. I've seen these places, you know. I've been both sides of the fence, every side of every fence I've been, you know. And what they're doing doesn't fit any religion I've ever seen anywhere. So to call it religious, nah, it's not religious. You people are maniacs. You people are doing something which is beyond any religion, you know. It's not, you know, it's just, like I say, we need to club together. It's gone too far. It's unbelievable, it's shocking, it's horrible, it's disgusting. And what is worse, you know, if we don't stand up and act against it and do something, we actually become part of the problem. We actually, you know, are advocating this. We're just tipping our children's future down the drain. We will hand them over a world which is not fit for them to live in a world where they have to be scared, a world where they can't have their human liberties, their human rights, the thing that people bang on about, these things that these people have hit us with the liberal stick and gone on about human rights, and in doing so we've lost every human value, tradition and right that we ever had. Okay, and it's all coming to a head now, and it's time, like I say, that it needs to be acted upon. And if laws at the moment currently stand that don't fit perfectly for being able to deal with the situation, then we have to change the laws. We have to do something about it. We have to do something worthwhile, you know. And like I say, it's got nothing to do with religion. It's got nothing to do with this community, that community, with the other community. It's got to do with bad people who are doing bad things, who are harming this nation, who are doing anything they can to disrupt the apple cart, to harass and scare and bully people. Okay, well, we're not a nation of people that accept being bullied. We're not a nation of people that just sit there and take it on the chin. Okay, we're a nation of people that stand up for what is right and true. Okay, no matter what policy you believe should be in place and who and what rights people should have, there will be no rights, there will be no policies, there will be nothing if we do not stand together as a country and unite and stand up against this lunacy, stand up against terrorism, stand up for the rights and the values that our forefathers have laid in place and that we have tried to preserve and push forward and continue. Okay, I'm not, like I say, I'm starting to sound a bit like a preacher myself, but it's just, you know, it's sad. I'm saddened by the whole thing. It's disappointing that I'd have to have these conversations. It's disappointing that my children, you know, are in a world where they're uncertain, where my children turn around and say things like, Dad, how do you think it will be in 10 years' time? How do you think it will be when I leave school? Who do you think will be in charge? Will these jihadis win, Dad? Am I going to be in a world where I can't control my own destiny, where I'm not free and all that sort of stuff? And these are genuine questions that are being asked by my children to me. I'm heartbroken by it. Absolutely heartbroken. It's horrible. You know, they're scared. My children are scared of their future, and we're ruining it for them. And you know, my daughter publicly last night on my show said, you know, you're messing it up. Your generation is messing it up for us, and we are, and we're letting it go, and we're tipping it all over the floor. And worse than that, in some quarters, we're actually trampling on it. You know, we know the politicians that aren't going to do anything about this. We know the ones that aren't going to stand up for us. We know the ones that are going to come out with statements like a shoot to kill policy. You know, ridiculous. No. Can you imagine Winston Churchill saying, well, you can have guns, but you can't shoot to kill? Can you imagine that? You know, you know, his whole ideology was fight, and keep fighting until we've defeated this horrible, menacing, disgusting enemy. That's what we need to do, all right? I'm sick of it. Anyway, I've pulled up now. I've got home. I'm out of traffic. I've got a long day ahead of me. I hope you have a great day too, but let's just have a bit of food for thought, you know, and let's hope that, you know, people start taking this seriously and do something about this, because it's a mess. It's upsetting, and it's a mess, and it's, you know, but it's not a mess that can't be sorted out. You know, it's not something that we can't do nothing about. It's something that every one of us, everyone on my Twitter feed, everyone in the world can sort this one out. But we need to stand up to it. We need to unite, and we need to say enough is enough, because this ain't religion, this ain't politics, this is war.